little things and stuff like that. Let's get to it.
School is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' short list for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patient.
Oh yeah, I'm with Oregon because that's my favorite team. So.
Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
How many of those do you guys have?
None.
Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
Wow.
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college.
That's
I'm winning
crazy.
a lot more at ease.
Yeah, I can't believe they got
I'm
him.
gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
I can tell you're gonna be a bully. That man's gonna be a bully. But I'm gonna need y'all to comment, subscribe, and like if you want to see more of this. Well, you're gonna see more of this video anyway, so yeah.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid
Oregon
Saturday
versus
afternoon.
Florida.
Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on a team that's made the long trek cross-country, the Oregon Ducks. It is time for the kickoff classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. 1st and 10, Florida. White looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get
Exactly.
it all the way up about
Why they
5
play me?
yards shy of midfield.
Exactly what the heck?
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Blitz in the
Brings
day.
up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
White on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What? Where you get that from?
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So
they running that.
Second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, they just had 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now
Get him.
Wright lost
That's
the
fumble.
football.
Let's go.
And this is picked
You
up
gone.
by the defense.
You gone.
He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Bring it!
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Hey.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I'm over there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long.
Blitz every day, boy.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. And that is the 3rd sack
boys,
his
stop
offensive
there,
line
baby.
has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to
Drop that
reshape
ball.
what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Taking it about the 36.
Good joke.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Robbins into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Oh, my.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, 42 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because
a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
The first down pass.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down. From the gun, Robbins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Robbins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Pump shotguns has
returned. Go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. On fourth down, Robbins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On 1st and 10, Robbins, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. From 10 yards out, and the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
I always go for it.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive. Drive started, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain.
That's a gain of 3.
21-0 our score after 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, here's White.
I know it.
That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. On the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, where you going?
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ball carrier.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. out of the gun. It's White. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Florida's punter is out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Yeah, that's out there.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
We're going to run it. We're going to run it.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Round number 10.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it.
And now look at him go. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there.
Remember, we can't.
48 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's good blitz.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And this will be a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Gators, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is White. From the gun, he'll throw.
Nope.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Nope.
To the sideline and
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down.
Yeah, blitz.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. White now from the gun on third down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now
so
they're
close.
screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And
What?
it's gonna be incomplete.
What? Every time they catch
12
it,
seconds
they drop
left.
it.
On the deep ball. It's second down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. On the counter, it's Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Off the play fake. Robbins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back.
The lineman. I blame you for that. How you let this man go?
Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators, nothing.
They gonna lineman. I blame y'all for that.
For the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter
Like it was right there. I'm about to throw it to Buddy.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, they run with Ellington. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down. Jennings.
No! I knew this man did not get touchdown. Dang.
Convert on 3rd and inches.
God, no, bro.
It's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now White with a first down throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 41, White. And that's complete. It's Allington.
White's pass complete to number 23.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24.
Yeah. Oh, number 3. My own teammate wouldn't be in the way. Come on,
I'll tell you
man.
what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit, you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Robbins. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. An 18-yard touchdown Brown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. You're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
I should have backed up a little
bit
more.
Get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st and 10, Florida.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Jennings.
Good stop.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports.
49.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I never heard that before.
Now on 2nd and 13. White. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play.
I ain't never heard that before. They're gonna need some therapy after this. Watch this. What? I never heard something like that.
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, they kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
plays.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
43. You slow. You are slow. I'm gonna need you to keep going. See, that would be touchdown. That would be touchdown, but 43 would take too long to move fast enough.
Practice for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Ferguson.
Good block. Wow.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards. And that enables him to also pick up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. It's their quarterback. 33 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. The Ducks going to line up here and go for the two-point conversion. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Come here.
You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
I'm here all day.
From the gun.
Oh, he's scared. He's scared. He's scared. That boy's scared. That boy's
This
scared.
offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Jennings has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, White. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, White, and he finds Beasley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's White, operating from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay.
White's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's got it complete to Perkins. And only
going
able
nowhere.
to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
No. No. Best defense.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Best defense.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer on this one.
Crap.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
We'll get that 1-3.
Victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 31.
Let's go ahead and run it real
Set
quick.
to go on offense as they come to the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case,
they went to blitz on. They went to blitz nigga, bro.
He will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense.
They went to blitz on your boy.
All game
I
long.
ain't like that.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Come here.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because
stop.
victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle.
He dropped the ball? Yeah, he dropped the ball. Let's go.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, White. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
I don't know how. He picked the ball in hand. That's crazy.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Still
look good.
At the very end.
We won.
Now this game is over.
Score, Ducks 63, Gators 3.
That's nasty.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
this whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
Man, that's my fault. I ain't even. I was busy looking at something. No, shoot. Whatever.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
I wanted to say apology, but it was too late. I was so busy on the phone.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses. And the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks.
All right, LSU.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. LSU with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And his first look is incomplete.
Pass to the sideline.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight it.
Stop defense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Thomas. Complete to Kelly.
Thomas's pass.
Yeah, nowhere to put. Nowhere to
decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
For LSU.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. When they've made changes,
this is the wrong thing.
He's made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson.
And back.
48 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Yeah, huh? They're coming from them boys. Let's go.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively,
oh, one move and I'll be
They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He's got a first down of inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Yeah. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Robbins. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Good catch. Good catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Stop short of the goal.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It does somebody jump.
Tigers nothing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown.
I saw it right when between my eyes. I saw it. Boom, right there.
Ducks have furthered their advantage.
It's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Let's see if we go for this.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he makes his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown Ducks from 3 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense.
The wrong person, too.
Figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Thomas, and he hits Drake. Now Drake loses the football. It's going away. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. From 6 yards away. The Ducks have furthered their advantage.
I think that's all the dancing.
What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
He can run that one,
and this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Blitzing.
Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On the run, it's Kelly. And tough going there.
No way.
To about the 31.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And you gonna hike it? Oh, he went for the time.
Now Thomas. Being chased out left.
He had a bounce. That's 4th.
Able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
23 yards on the play. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robbins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete.
What? He supposed to catch that.
Way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's close. He finds Myers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Robbins. This is Gibbons over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
4 yards. That's good.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Ducks 29, Tigers nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup.
No!
Field position.
I see the open.
All the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Robbins sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Having open downfield, he keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away away with this one. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts. He's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
Real quick. Oops. Is he still on? Yeah.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call it
and he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Thomas to throw on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is...
I took this thing off.
Made at the 33.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And this will be taken at the 13.
God, thank you every time.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Operating from the gun, Robbins.
Boom.
It's called Campbell left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robbins. Another time. And he will score. Touchdown Ducks. Montez Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about this guy, as we said, rotated in and out of the lineup all season. But right now, he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. Takes it at the 7. And they will ring him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Boy, don't want no smoke.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it in the hands of Callan.
And he'll get this up to about the
38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Have the 1st down at about the 38. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Kelly. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a throw.
Let's go.
His tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumbled in midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports.
Boy, you ugly.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oregon ready to start their drive, and it certainly looks like they're going to be playing again next week for a national championship. They have dominated this semifinal. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13, and it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown Ducks. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
I don't know why he threw it back from.
It's going to be a long day for you.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Thomas.
Yeah. I knew that was going to do
He's
that.
going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. First and 10, LSU. Operating from the gun, Thomas. It's complete to the tight end.
This man's still
Pick up there.
To number 80.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Off for Kelly. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Thomas to throw again. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Yeah, I'm gonna put somebody in the middle. You stay in the middle. The one joke is really going through it short.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. 1-yard line.
See, I know they're going to throw it to the middle. They ain't slick.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now left side, a completion.
Bad step out of bounds.
Scared behind. In the red zone, just inside the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He's got it.
Bring that ball back. Bring that ball back.
Here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Good luck.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. You'll get nothing. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And they're on 21-yard.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the block
pressure comes and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Yeah, to the wrong person, number 2.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Thomas on 3rd down. That is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For number 15, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now
Punt the ball.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Are you kidding me?
What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
Fish are fish, not. Put myself right here, and yeah.